WBG. This is really exciting. We're doing our 2018 Christmas list shopping guide. So for our Christmas list shopping guide this year, we have some new games and some old games, and hopefully you can find something for that special someone you're buying for. Get your pencil and paper out, and if there's a game that you like that you see, I have a lot of reviews on these. Just look below in the comments. And over half of these I already have reviews, so if it's something you might be interested in, you might want to check out the review to find out more about it. This is going to be a really short explanation. We're going to have 2 or 3 games in each section, so hopefully you'll have some choices of what to get. Other than that, here we go. For the man in your life, we have 2 games. First is Clank, a deck building adventure. It's pretty family friendly, easier game, but it's a really fun theme where you're going down into the dungeon and getting all the loot that you can and trying to get back up in time. I love the theme of it. You're running through, you're trying to not make noise. If you do, the dragon comes out. So really great game, and they have a new version, Clank in Space. So if you know somebody that might like the theme of space better than the traditional dragon dungeon theme, you might want to look into that version of it. The other game for the man in your life, or your son-in-law, or your spouse, is Sythe. This is such a beautiful game. It's got an epic feel to it. It only takes about 2 hours, but it's just beautiful, and it has great figures and just an amazing theme. So check out the review of Sythe, a great gift idea. For the women out there that you know that love games, the first one I recommend is Kana Gawa, a beautiful game about painting, and there's a lot of strategy in it. Played it just with my husband the other day. He very much loved it, and I loved it. There's a lot of different routes you can go. You can paint scenery, you can paint buildings and collect points for that. You can paint people. Love the theme. That's Kana Gawa. And one of my sister's favorites is Azul. It's a tile laying abstract strategy game. You're laying tiles and buying them from the market and trying to fit them in the best to get the most points you can. And those are a few games to buy the women that you know. Next, we're talking about teenage boys. One of my husband's favorite games lately, and my teenage boys love it as well, is Space Base. I really like it because there's a lot of interaction. You're not sitting around waiting for your turn. Whenever someone else rolls, you get something too. And I like the theme of it, that you're building up your space station. Really great game, Space Base. I have 3 games for boys. Those of you who've been collecting modern board games for a while, I'm sure have already played this. But those of you who are new to our channel or new to modern board game probably have not bought this game. King of Tokyo is just a family favorite. The boys love it. Dice rolling and gaining power and attacking. Super easy and family friendly. King of Tokyo. Every boy should have a copy of that. And then one of my newest games is the 8-bit box. This would be great for your teenage boy. It is a full-on console, board gaming console. It has controllers, and it has 3 different games and room for more. And that is the 8-bit box. My teenage boys love it. Okay, what are we on to? Teenage girls. Nuns on the Run. I took this to my ladies' game night a few weeks ago. They're still talking about it. Loved it. It's a hidden movement game. So basically you have the nuns running around the abbey, and the girls are getting up in the middle of the night and going to steal stuff in the abbey, and the nuns are trying to find them. And just an amazing, fun game. And I had my niece over the other day, and she loved this. Potion Explosion. It's sort of like Bejeweled Blitz or some of those other Candy Pop, I don't know, all those online games, because you're using these marbles and trying to get colors to smash together. So it's kind of that kind of a theme, but in board game version. Really beautiful game. I love the components, and it's easy to teach and just easy to play. So that's Potion Explosion. Okay, couples games. These are 2-player only games. So an older one that we have is Lost Cities. It's one of me and my husband's favorite. So it's great for couples and you or your roommate or you and your spouse. So Lost Cities, it's a 2-player game, card game, really easy and strategic, a little bit of pressure luck in there too. The other couples game that I've really liked lately, and I don't have a copy yet, but I've played with my friend, and that is Codenames Duel. If you've played Codenames, there's just no way to play it 2-player. So Codenames Duel is a really good option for that. And if you haven't played Codenames, because it's a party game that can play with a lot of people, but Codenames Duel is just only for 2 players. So if you really play games with just 2 players, Codenames Duel is the way to go. Okay, now we are on to games for girls. These are games that are 8 and up that the younger girls would like. First we have an older game, Dixit. So beautiful. It's a little like Apples to Apples, but better. There's a lot of creativity to it and a lot of thinking, and it's super easy to teach and just really beautiful. The other game I have for girls is Fairy Tile. Fairy Tile is sort of a story game, so you're trying to get the knight and the princess to meet in the forest, or you're trying to attack the dragon or see the dragon, trying to fulfill certain criteria each turn. And after you're done, whoever wins puts their cards in order and reads the whole story. I love the theme of it. The components, amazing. They actually have a painted dragon, a painted princess, and a beautiful knight. And just a really great game, easy to learn for younger girls, and it's great for adults too. Now for boys. Boys 8 and up. Looney Quest is a family favorite. It's sort of a video game, drawing game. You're trying to hit special things as you're drawing. It's super easy, and we played it with even younger kids than 8. But even when I play it with my ladies' game group, they just think it's hilarious. Just a really great game for boys. And that is one of the boy games. The second one, which I talk about often, is Geister Schatzsuchmeister, and in English it's called Ghost Fightin' Treasure Hunters. This is a co-op game. The components are amazing. They have these ghosts and demons, and you're trying to go in and you put your jewels in your backpack and you try and get out before you get 6 demons on the board, and everybody's working together and doors are closing and opening and you're not able to get in and out, and just a really fun everybody try and win game, and that is Ghost Fightin' Treasure Hunters. Great for boys. Okay, now we've got the younger kids for 5 and up. I picked 2 games that I don't actually own. I don't have younger kids right now, and so I don't own any games for younger kids, but the 2 games I would buy for ages 5 and up, the first one is Outfoxed. This game looks so fun, Everyone's working together to find out who the culprit is before the time runs out. The pieces are amazing. It just looks like such a fun game that everybody can play together, and that's Outfoxed. The second one is My First Stone Age. Now this is for 5 and up, and the pieces are just chunky and fun. I'm not sure if you played Stone Age, the original game, but Stone Age, My Little Stone Age is for 5 and up. It's a really great strategy game for a 5-year-old. They can learn about strategy and gameplay and how gameplay works. So just a really great, simplified Euro-style game that 5-year-olds can play. Okay, family games. Games for the whole family. The first one is Bunny Kingdom. It's 5 players, so you can play with a pretty big group. And it's, it says ages 14 and up, but I think that's kind of extreme. I've played it with 9-year-olds, and they seem to know it really well. I played with an 11-year-old, and he got it, so I'm not sure why it says 14 and up. There is a lot of strategy to it, but I think younger kids can play. Also, something lacking in the game for me was a play mat, because everything gets confusing on the board. So go find my review of this down below, and we've made a play mat for you guys. So you can print it out and have your own play mats, and it's a lot more organized to play the game. So Bunny Kingdom, a family game. And a really fun co-op game, Magic Maze. You're going into a mall to grab stuff and try and get out, and you're all working together, but there's no talking. So I can only go left, and so can only move pieces right, and certain people can only go up escalators. So you have to be moving pieces, but you can't communicate. Such a great idea, and very family friendly. Let's see, 8 and up, 15 minutes, and 1 to 8 players. So it can be a big group playing. Although I prefer just having 4 players in that one. Okay, party games. Party games are something you can just bring out, teach everybody, fun, quick. The first one I have is Pictomania. It is a Pictionary Extreme. Everybody's drawing at the same time. Then as soon as you get done drawing what you think everybody will guess right, you guess everyone else's and grab the first done token. And you'll get negative points if people don't guess yours right, but you'll get points if you guess other people's right. Really fun Pictomania. Fun and fast. I'm not a huge fan of social deduction games where someone's like the murderer and you lie and pretend you're not the murderer, but Deception in Hong Kong would probably rank as one of my top favorite. It's more for adults for sure, and you're trying to find out who committed a murder, but the forensic scientist is trying to help you figure it out. Really fun game. And the last family game I have is a word slam. You're trying to get your team to say a word while the other team is trying to get, another player is trying to get their team to guess the word. So everybody's yelling things. You can't talk though. The only clues you can give are this stack of cards. They're kind of word clues, and you're putting them up on a tray and trying to get your team to guess words based on the words you've put up on the tray. Really fun idea, and that's Word Slam. Okay, how about some stocking stuffers? I brought my stocking. First is Deep Sea Adventure. It's really tiny, but it does cost $20. So it's a little bit pricey, but it does have wood pieces in it, and some really great, there's a submarine and a lot of pieces here to make it worth your $20. But the thing I like about it is it's so tiny, I can just put it in my purse when I want to go someplace and we might need a game. So it's a great stocking stuffer. It's really push your luck. The whole game is push your luck. If you like push your luck games, you're going down into the ocean to get treasure. If you don't make it back up, if you run out of air, then you lose all your treasure. So it's a really easy game, push your luck, and super tiny. I love it. Deep Sea Adventure. The next game just came out is The Mind. Most people I've played with have wanted to go out and buy it. I took it to an activity the other day, and there's a bunch of adults sitting around that don't play games, and I just got it out, and we played it, and we're screaming and yelling. The Mind, I think it's sold out a lot of places. Amazon has it for $25. It actually goes for $15. I think because it's sold out there, so people are just selling it for more. I saw some at Cool Stuff Inc. for I think $10. So try Cool Stuff Inc. and see if you can find it there. You might as well just buy like 20 of these to send to all your family and friends. Just a great game. And then my last stocking stuffer, Happy Salmon. I had to add it because this is such a fun game. It only takes about 3 minutes. You all stand up and you're running around the table and trying to get rid of your cards. Check out the review of that, Happy Salmon. The last thing I wanted to talk about was my Christmas list. What I want for Christmas. And I have a lot of board games, but there's still more I want, of course. So the first thing I want this year is the new, coming out, hopefully released before Christmas, Stone Age. Stone Age is one of my top 5 games, and I don't even own it. And there's a new version coming out, Anniversary Edition, which has the regular side, and then you flip it over and it's the winter side. And hopefully it'll be here before Christmas. I told my husband that's what I wanted. So hopefully it'll come. If you don't know Stone Age or don't have it, there is the regular version. I think it's $39. But since it is one of my favorite games, I wanted to get a really nice version of it. So I'm hoping to get that for Christmas. And the other game I want is called Paperback. And it's a deck building game with letters. So basically you start with like RSTLNE or something like that. And you make a word, and with those words you buy more letters, and so then the next time you'll get more letters and make bigger letters to get more points. That just sounds like my kind of game. So I'm hoping to get Paperback. You can only buy it, well, I think I saw it on Amazon, but you can buy it just from the publisher. So I'm hoping to get that too. Well, I hope you got an idea of what to get your family, friends for Christmas this year, or yourself. If there's other games that you like, that you recommend, put them in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have lots of reviews and also lots of printable player aids that you're going to want, so hopefully you'll visit us again, and thank you for watching WBG, Which Board Game Should I Buy?